Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The baseball world is shaking to its very core as news breaks that could redefine the landscape of Major League Baseball for years to come. The Dodgers and Giants, two of the most storied franchises in the league, are reportedly finalizing a blockbuster trade that has fans and analysts alike struggling to process the enormity of this move. The centerpiece of the trade, sources suggest, is none other than Rafael Devers, the Dominican slugger who has captured the attention of fans everywhere with his explosive hitting and undeniable presence at the plate. Devers, who rose to fame with the Boston Red Sox and etched his name into the annals of history with a pivotal role in their World Series championship, seems poised to embark on a new chapter that could shake up the National League West. Speculation has been rampant, with insiders hinting that the Dodgers front office, led by KASTEN, pulled off what could be one of the most audacious deals in modern baseball, signaling an aggressive push to assert dominance over their longtime rivals. Fans of both teams are experiencing a mix of shock, excitement, and trepidation as they try to digest the implications of this potential seismic shift in the MLB hierarchy. Conversations online and across sports networks are exploding with predictions, debates, and heated arguments about the wisdom and timing of this move. Industry insiders suggest that Devers' transition to the Dodgers might not just be a simple change of scenery, but rather a calculated strategy designed to transform the team's offensive identity. Devers, known for his bat speed, power, and clutch performances, has long been viewed as a player who can single-handedly alter the outcome of games, and now, with a potential new home in Los Angeles, the Dodgers may be positioning themselves as an unstoppable force in the league. Analysts speculate that this trade is more than just numbers on paper. It represents a philosophical shift in how the Dodgers approach team building, combining star power with a roster depth that could leave rivals scrambling. Meanwhile, Giants fans are reportedly grappling with disbelief, as losing a cornerstone player like Devers could trigger a wave of introspection within the organization about long-term strategy, player development, and the balance between competing in the present versus investing in the future. The trade whispers have ignited discussions about locker room chemistry, managerial adjustments, and the ripple effects that extend beyond just the two teams involved. Every detail is being scrutinized, from Devers' potential fit in the Dodgers' batting order to how this affects contract negotiations, free agency decisions, and the broader market for elite players. The excitement is palpable, with social media feeds flooded with highlights, reaction videos, and endless speculation, illustrating just how much this move has captured the imagination of the baseball community worldwide. The human element of this trade cannot be underestimated, as it affects not only the organizations, but the players themselves and the fans who have followed them for years. Devers' journey from the Dominican Republic to becoming a household name in Boston and now potentially a key figure in Los Angeles is a story of resilience, dedication, and relentless ambition. Sources close to the situation suggest that Devers is enthusiastic about the opportunity to contribute to a new environment. Though, as with any major change, questions about adaptation, personal adjustment, and performance under new pressures are inevitable. The narrative is further complicated by the historical rivalry between the Dodgers and Giants, a rivalry that spans decades and is steeped in dramatic moments, legendary players, and unforgettable games. Imagine the storylines that could unfold if Devers steps into this fiery context, potentially facing his former teammates and rivals in a series of high-stakes showdowns that will capture the attention of not just the local fan base, but the entire sports world. Rumors of behind-the-scenes negotiations, last-minute adjustments, and secret deals have fueled the imagination of sports journalists and fans alike, painting a picture of a trade that is as much about strategy and psychology as it is about pure talent. Everyone is asking the same questions. How will the Dodgers integrate Devers into their lineup? What will the Giants receive in return? And what does this mean for the trajectory of both franchises moving forward? The suspense and intrigue surrounding this potential blockbuster move have reached fever pitch, leaving nobody in the baseball world indifferent. Meanwhile, speculation surrounding the Dodgers' intent and long-term vision has reached an entirely new level of intensity. Insiders suggest that acquiring Devers could be part of a broader blueprint that involves not just immediate success, but a sustained campaign to dominate the National League for years to come. The trade, while still surrounded by rumors and confidential discussions, has already forced rival executives to rethink strategies, explore defensive adjustments, and consider countermoves in an increasingly competitive landscape. Sports analysts are poring over every statistic, every historical precedent, and every scenario, attempting to predict how this trade could reshape the league's balance of power. Even casual fans are drawn into the narrative, swept up by the drama and larger-than-life personalities involved. Devers' power at the plate, coupled with his proven ability to deliver in high-pressure situations, has the potential to energize a roster that already boasts formidable talent, creating a synergy that could be difficult for opponents to counter. Observers are noting that beyond just his batting prowess, Devers brings leadership qualities, professionalism, and a competitive fire that could uplift the Dodgers both on and off the field. The question lingering in every corner of sports commentary is whether this trade signals a turning point in MLB culture itself, where high-profile, high-risk moves become the norm in an increasingly aggressive market for elite players. The excitement is electric, and the story continues to evolve by the hour, with every new rumor adding fuel to a fire that shows no signs of dying down. Fans of both franchises are not just spectators. They are participants in a cultural moment that could define an era of baseball. Social media platforms are alive with debate, speculation about potential lineups, clubhouse dynamics, and future playoff implications. The Dodgers fan base, long accustomed to excitement and high expectations, is reportedly ecstatic at the prospect of adding a player of Devers' caliber, envisioning games filled with highlight reel moments, clutch home runs, and unforgettable moments that could define a championship run. Conversely, Giants fans are wrestling with the emotional weight of losing a beloved figure, prompting conversations about rebuilding, loyalty, and the sometimes harsh realities of professional sports. Media outlets are dissecting every angle, from contract clauses to potential positional adjustments, highlighting just how multi-layered this trade could be. The anticipation of the first game featuring Devers in a Dodgers uniform has reached legendary levels of hype, with fans imagining the roar of the crowd, the tension in the dugout, and the split-second decisions that could decide the outcome of games. Whether this trade becomes a defining masterstroke or a cautionary tale remains to be seen, but one thing is undeniable. It has captivated the collective imagination of the baseball world, inspiring discussion, debate, and endless speculation. The narrative surrounding this trade extends beyond statistics and performance, touching on identity, rivalry, and the human stories that make baseball more than just a game. Devers' move, if finalized, will not only alter the Dodgers roster but could influence the league's culture, how teams approach player acquisitions, and how rivalries are perceived by fans and players alike. Analysts are already crafting potential scenarios, imagining how this trade could spark further movement across the league, create domino effects in other divisions, and potentially reshape the competitive landscape for seasons to come. The psychological aspect cannot be underestimated, as players adapt to new teammates, new cities, and new pressures, while fans adjust to the shifting allegiances and evolving storylines that define the sports narrative. The energy surrounding this trade has created a sense of immediacy, as if the entire baseball community is collectively holding its breath in anticipation of the first official confirmation. The dialogue, debates, and narratives emerging from this situation underscore the unique intersection of talent, strategy, and spectacle that makes Major League Baseball an enduring global phenomenon. Whether this trade will ultimately be celebrated as a stroke of genius or scrutinized as a risky gamble remains to be seen, but the sheer magnitude of the speculation and attention underscores the importance of Rafael Devers as both a player and a symbol of ambition, skill, and competitive excellence in the modern game. As the dust begins to settle around the rumors of Rafael Devers' move to the Dodgers, speculation about the ripple effects of this trade has reached an entirely new level of intensity. Sports analysts are dissecting every angle, from potential lineup adjustments to the intricate chemistry dynamics in the Dodgers clubhouse. Rumors suggest that internal discussions have been taking place behind closed doors as managers, coaches, and front office executives contemplate how to maximize Devers' skill set while maintaining team balance. Fans, meanwhile, are creating elaborate scenarios, imagining how Devers' presence could alter game strategies, influence pitching rotations, and spark pivotal moments during high-pressure matchups. The trade is not just about one player changing uniforms. It represents a strategic gamble that could define the Dodgers' trajectory for years. Social media platforms are overflowing with heated debates about whether Devers' arrival will cement Los Angeles as the dominant force in the league, or if the Giants' response will create a compelling counter-narrative. The whispers of behind-the-scenes negotiations, potential undisclosed incentives, and subtle shifts in management philosophy only add to the intrigue, leaving everyone wondering whether this is the beginning of a larger, multifaceted plan to reshape the competitive landscape of Major League Baseball. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Insiders suggest that the Dodgers' vision extends beyond immediate gains, with Devers potentially serving as a cornerstone for a long-term dynasty. Speculation about his fit in the batting order has sparked intense debate, with some projecting him as the linchpin of a revamped offensive strategy capable of producing staggering run totals. Meanwhile, considerations about defensive positioning, base-running dynamics, and even mentorship roles within the team highlight the multidimensional impact of this trade. Sports pundits are weighing scenarios where Devers faces his former Giants teammates, imagining tense matchups, historic home runs, and unforgettable dugout confrontations. Some analysts propose that the psychological dimension of the trade could become just as critical as the statistical output, with Devers' leadership and competitive intensity influencing not only individual games, but the overall mentality of the roster. Fans and commentators alike are speculating on how rival teams might respond, predicting possible chain reactions in trade markets, free agency, and player development initiatives. The trade, while centered on a single superstar, has opened the floodgates to discussions about the broader philosophy of team building, signaling a possible trend where audacious moves define the future of elite franchises. The impact on Giants fans is equally dramatic, with widespread speculation about how losing a player of Devers' caliber will affect morale, ticket sales, and team identity. Rumors suggest that front office discussions are focused on rebuilding strategies, potential acquisitions, and cultivating young talent to offset the loss. Analysts are speculating that the Giants may explore aggressive options to reinforce their roster, potentially signaling a season of bold maneuvers aimed at reasserting competitiveness. Meanwhile, fan forums are flooded with emotional reactions, nostalgic reflections on Devers' contributions, and debates about whether the organization could have prevented this seismic shift. Social media is saturated with mock lineups, fantasy scenarios, and debates about the relative merits of loyalty versus business strategy in professional sports. The narrative has extended far beyond the field, touching on loyalty, identity, and the cultural significance of sports rivalries. Every whisper, tweet, or insider leak adds fuel to an already blazing fire of speculation, illustrating just how emotionally and strategically charged this trade could be for both organizations. The tension between excitement and anxiety has created a charged atmosphere, keeping fans glued to every development and rumor as the story continues to unfold. Meanwhile, discussions about the Dodgers' internal dynamics are intensifying as speculation grows regarding how Devers' integration could affect existing stars. Observers are considering everything from locker room interactions to on-field chemistry, pondering whether the addition of a high-profile player will elevate performance or create unforeseen challenges. Sources suggest that coaches are strategizing on optimal batting rotations, defensive alignments, and ways to leverage Devers' power without disrupting existing rhythms. Some pundits speculate that the move could set off a domino effect, prompting other franchises to reevaluate their rosters, trade strategies, and player acquisition philosophies. Enthusiastic fans are creating hypothetical scenarios where Devers' presence triggers game-changing moments, from walk-off home runs to record-breaking streaks, capturing the imagination of even casual observers. The excitement surrounding potential matchups against the Giants adds another layer of drama, with speculation about the tension, media coverage, and the psychological stakes of facing a former star now donning a rival uniform. Conversations in sports networks, podcasts, and social media echo with projections, predictions, and debates, all highlighting the far-reaching implications of what might have once seemed like a simple transaction. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.